Good morning, you guys. I hope you are having a great Friday to kick off your Memorial Day weekend. I'm giggling already at the comment that Kelly put in the comments. She said, I've got a fluffy butt fetish. She said, I did my first one and then I did a patriotic one. So she's talking about that cute little chicken door hanger we had a while back. She said, I'm going to do a real looking one. I can't wait to see what they look like, Kelly. Good morning, Roxana and Kate and Julie and Donna. Oh, Charlie's here. She wanted to say good morning. Pop your head up. They can't see you.
Got curly
right.
hair.
Yeah, we'll show the curls in just a few minutes, okay? Why don't you go in your bedroom for just a minute, and I'll call you in here when I'm ready, okay? Because it's going to be just a minute. Good morning, Karen and Mary and Teresa and Sharon. Are y'all having a great weekend? Or what do you got? What do you have planned for Memorial Day? I think we're going to do a cookout on Monday evening. The kids are going to go camping with Uncle Corey, so that's fun. Hello, Carrie and Lynn. Hi, Jean and Kathy and Rita. I can't say all your names, but I'm so glad you guys are here. I've got some great things for you guys today. So the first one that I have is actually an app, and so I'll get to that in just a minute. And then we have a couple things that are going to help you organize like your kitchen or your bathroom cabinets. And I have something you can paint with. And then, of course, we have a hair product. So I'll get to that stuff in just a minute. I also wanted to ask, how many of you love the TV show Friends? Have any of you guys watched the Friends reunion yet? I stayed up late last night watching it. And it didn't end till, or I didn't shut it off till almost midnight. But it was so cool to see all of the cast back together again and hear them reminiscing about the show. And I think it's kind of funny because I think a lot of us who have watched the show over and over again knew more of the trivia answers than the actual cast members did, which I think some of them said it's kind of weird for them to go back and watch themselves on video, which I totally get. I hate watching my own Facebook Lives. I hate going back and watching myself. It's just weird. So I can totally understand why they wouldn't go back and binge watch their own show. I think Joey was the only one who openly admitted that he watches it regularly, and that does not surprise me at all. But he said that, what was it? He said, when I watch myself on the show, he said, it's not believable. Like the acting isn't believable. He said, but that's because I know that I'm the one that did it. Right. So it's a farce. And he said, but when I watch like Ross and Rachel and Monica and Chandler and Phoebe all act, he said, it's believable. And he said, I crack up and I get into the storyline. He's like, I get obsessed with it. He said, but that's not me. That's them. He's like, so I can believe their characters. I just thought it was just so funny that he lived through it, but yet he still loves watching the show. Let's see. Some of you guys have watched it. Awesome. Becky said, I thought it was funny too that they knew that I knew more than they did. I claim to be the biggest fan ever. I have watched it over and over again. Back when I was in college, I stayed in a cabin for an entire month while I went to college at Madisonville Community College because I only needed one class that was not offered in the fall at Murray State. So I had to go to Madisonville Community College for that one class, and it was like a summer class. So it lasted the entire month of May. And I lived in a cabin with two other girls. It was the funnest time, like looking back at it. But we didn't have cable television or anything. And this was before Wi-Fi was a thing. It was before we had like streaming television. And so all we had was DVDs. And I had the Friends box set. So we binge watched Friends as if it was just on a marathon on television all the time. And so I have great memories of doing that. Well, somebody says, what was the Friends reunion on? It was on the HBO Max app. So if you have the HBO Max subscription, you can get it on there. Sharon's going to a wedding this weekend. How fun. Kathy said it was like time travel. Yeah, it was so strange. You could see them on the actual set and everything. It was very cool. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. I don't want to give you all the spoilers away of the fun stuff that they said. If you're curious what it is, though, it's like just the cast getting back together and reminiscing about things they remember about making the show. So it's not like a brand new episode with new storylines or anything like that. They actually said that they will never do that. but getting the cast together was really fun. Lisa said, I'm actually wearing my Central Perk t-shirt today. How cool. Marina has the box set too. Hey, Stephanie. Sandy says, just joining. I love your shirt. Where did you get it? Oh, goodness. This one's probably 2 or 3 years old. I got it from the Refabbed Boutique a long time ago, I believe. So it's an oldie one. Oldie, but a goodie. Shannon says, I have never seen one episode of Friends. Well, Shannon, I'm a little bit jealous because you know how like when you read a really good book and then it's over, you're disappointed that like it's over and that you can't consume it again with the same experience, right? I'm actually jealous that you've never seen it because that means like if you were to sit down right now and watch it, you would be able to consume it and not know any of the storyline. And that would just be awesome to be able to like delete all of my knowledge of Friends and to rewatch it with zero knowledge would be the coolest thing ever. Kara's never watched it either. Oh my goodness, guys, it's on HBO, I think. And so you can binge watch it. Of course, you can also binge watch it on lots of other cable network channels. But it would be weird, I think, if you've never seen it to pick it up like in season 4 and start or something. You need to start at season 1, episode 1, so you know the backstory and get the whole thing. Good morning, Pat. Thank you. Okay, let's go ahead and get started with our Fab Five items. So the first one I want to tell you guys about is an app called Cookbook. My assistant, Hannah, introduced me to this app, and it's, I think, $4.99 to download it. And then I think it sets you up on an annual payment. So if you were to keep it and you wanted to renew it a year from now, I think it's a $9.99 a year renewal. But to me, that is completely worth it because this app, hang on, Charlie, not yet. Not yet. If you're going to play that, you got to go do it in your room. You're distracting me. It don't take much to cause me to squirrel out. So anyways, this Cookbook app is really cool. You download it. And what you can do is you can pull, I started to say coupons. You can pull recipes from Pinterest, from websites, from, I don't know, anywhere that you have recipes, even from your physical cookbooks. And you can put them in here. So you can click add recipe. And it will ask you, do you want to create a new recipe, import it from a website? Do you want to scan a recipe like out of a recipe book or something? Or do you want to just manually type your recipe in? I'm having a hard time like wrapping up all my awesome thoughts about this app. Okay, how many of you guys, let me tell you about the struggle first and the reason I love it. How many of you guys find an awesome recipe on Pinterest, you pin it in your Pinterest board, and then it gets lost amongst all these other recipes that like you haven't tried before and you're like, I don't remember which one it was. And then while you're cooking, you go to pull up that recipe and it takes you to like this blog and the recipe is like a million miles down somewhere in that blog and you open it up and you're like trying to scan and get to the recipe part. And it's just so annoying, right? And I'm either a printed out kind of gal. Like if I make it one time and love it, I'm printing that recipe out. But then that creates a problem if I have all of these paper copies of these recipes laying around and I'm too lazy to like take the time to put them in a binder or something, which I should totally do. But anyways, it's very annoying to like scroll through a blog to find the recipe, right? Well, if you take the URL, the website of the recipe that you love on Pinterest, you can click add recipe and you can import it from the website. You tap that, it pulls all the information for that recipe into your cookbook. And then it saves the photo. Looky here. Look how pretty this is. So now when I'm looking for a recipe, I can skim through this and you can filter it down by tags. Tags would be like desserts, supper recipes, appetizers, things like that. And when you find one you want, you just click on it. It opens up the photo and it tells you prep time, how many hours it takes to cook, how many servings it has. It has a little synopsis. Like if the person who wrote the recipe wrote a little description of it, it would go right here. And then there's actually a video. So the video is linked here. It tells you the nutrition facts. So it saves all this stuff from the website for you in a nice, neat little place. Now down here, there's also a tab that says ingredients. I can tap on that And immediately, if I'm making a grocery list, I can immediately see what I need to get at the grocery without having to scroll through the recipe. It's all nice and neat right here. And then when I'm cooking, you can pull all this stuff out, and then you go to the last tab, which says method, and it breaks it down into step by step. Step 1, brown the hamburger meat until fully cooked. Step 2, while the meat is browning, put the cream cheese in, blah, blah, blah. And so it breaks it down into easy to read step-by-step instructions. And it's so much easier to cook from the app than it is to cook from like looking at a blog post. All right, let me go to the comments now that I've had that description out and see if you guys are relating. Danita says, I have the same exact problem all the time. When I need a recipe, I can never find it. Ruth said, like trying to find your blackberry jam. I think she meant jam. She said, I just saw, but now I can't find it. Mary says, why did I not think of this? Oh, blackberry cake. Okay, gotcha. Mary says, I got an Echo, hoping to have the ability to add my own recipes. I will definitely download this app. Okay, so yes, you can download your own recipes. So, Charlie, please stop. Another reason I'm loving the idea of this app is because I have a family cookbook, right? That my grandparents and my grandmother and all my aunts and everybody have their recipes in this cookbook. I can take all of my favorites and like scan them with the camera. It will pull the recipes into the cookbook. I can even take, if I cook the thing, I can even take a picture of it and import my own photo so that I have a photo to go along with it. Now, why would I want something that's in my family's cookbook in an app on my phone? Because when I go on family vacation, I love to cook. And I can't tell you how many times I've been on a family vacation and I have to call my mom and I'm like, hey, Mom, can you pull out the family cookbook and tell me the recipe for this? Because I don't have it with me. I left the cookbook at home. We're in Florida. I need the recipe for, those cookies or whatever it is. So it like has all of your recipes in one neat little spot in your pocket. And so I just think that's really awesome. You can create your own tags for these. Like I said, you could tag things as desserts, as Mexican food, as whatever, however you want to organize them, right? But I had this brilliant idea just now. What if you created a tag for recipes you haven't tried yet but want to? Right? So that when you're scrolling through here, you would filter it down to that tag. And then it would eliminate all the recipes you've already tried and only show you the ones you haven't. And then after you try them, you could untag them from that and categorize them into the other tagged areas. That's a lot to digest. I know I've given you lots of information. Nicole says, does it share your uploaded recipes with all users? Let me look. Dun, dun, dun. Do you have a secret family recipe? Hang on. How do I? Okay. Clear that. Close. Let me look. I don't think it does. No, because I think it's only saved in your device when you do this. So I'm trying to see. I don't see any place to make it public or to make it private. You know what I mean? So I think it's only saved in your device. Now, once you have it saved in your device, it does give you the option to share a recipe. So if I wanted to send it in an email to somebody, export it as a PDF and print it out, I could do that. Or I could text it to somebody. So that's kind of cool. Hannah also said that she loves the timer function on this. I'm not sure what that means because I have a timer on my phone, but Hannah uses the timer function. There's a timer function. There's also a meal planner, which I have not used yet, but you can plan out your meals in the app using your recipes, and that's kind of cool. So I wonder if it also creates a grocery list for you. It should. Let's see. Michelle says the AnyList app, never heard of this one, AnyList app takes it one step further. You can click the items you need to go onto the shopping list. I haven't written a list in about 6 years. This includes a list of 200 plus items for our wedding, and those lists can be shared too. So it's nice to have recipes on your phone. Oh, I'll have to check that one out. I've never heard of that one. Anne says we need a Painters Clubhouse Sisters cookbook. Now there's a good idea. I love that idea. Alma says I have a recipe that one son wouldn't share with his brother and told him it was a secret. His brother called me and asked for it. Our family doesn't have any like secret recipes. We always just share everything, you know, because it's like, I feel like there's nothing new under the sun. And so we always just share whatever we have. Let's see. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. That was a long description for item number 1. So item number 2 is, I don't know if you guys have heard of it or tried it, but DecoArt has this iridescent varnish. Is this not cool? So it's a top coat for your door hangers. I'm trying to hold this one straight. There we go. And they come in different colors. There's violet, turquoise, and then there's blue one, maybe. I think there's a third color. I think it's a blue or something. I actually used this one, the turquoise one, on the door hanger that I painted on Tuesday after the Facebook Live was over. And I know you guys are probably like, why? Why didn't you just do that on Facebook Live? Because I didn't think about it. I didn't think about it until after the Facebook Live was over. So last Tuesday, we painted this Lake Life door hanger. And when the live was over, I was like, wouldn't it be cool if the waves looked shimmery? And I'm like, oh, I've got some of this in the cabinet. I need to try it. So I got it out and I did a coat of the iridescent varnish on it. And then I couldn't really see much of a difference. It was a slight difference. 2 coats, and you could really tell the iridescent quality. And then I was like, okay, let's take it up one step further. And I added a coat of Galaxy varnish, which has the glitter in it. So the iridescent varnish does not have glitter. Let me just say that. This is actually 2 coats. This is 2 coats of the iridescent varnish and 1 coat of Galaxy varnish. Okay. And then the top part was coated with the triple thick, which is just a clear stuff. So the iridescent is only on the waves. And I just, when it's really not even giving it like the best appearance in these lights in here, but outside in the sun, it is gorgeous. It's like sparkly, shimmery waves. It's just so pretty. So you guys, if you don't have any of that Galaxy varnish or any of the iridescent varnish, you should try it out. I don't have the Galaxy varnish linked, but I do have the iridescent varnish linked. And I think they do have this color in stock. This is the 8-ounce bottle. And then if you're interested in looking up on the DecoArt website, the Galaxy varnish, this is what it looks like. It's kind of got like chunky glitter in it. Good morning, Georgie. Debbie says, I have that coming today in violet. Let me know how it turns out, Debbie, if you like it. Sharon says, let's definitely do a cookbook. Okay. Let's see. Item number 3. So I have a photo to go along with this one. I had past tense, a very messy under my kitchen sink area. Like it had just become the area where I'm like shoving cleaners up under there. An extra sponge would just get tossed somewhere into the abyss back there underneath my kitchen sink. And it got to the point where I was like, I can't handle it anymore. And I saw a video on TikTok where a girl had organized under her kitchen sink. I was like, I got to do that. So I ordered some things, and this is now what it looks like. I wished I'd thought to take a before picture, but I didn't. So here's the after picture. So after, it's so much cleaner. I even put some Pioneer Woman contact paper down on the bottom, so it's real pretty. But what I wanted to show you is these little things hanging here on the door of the cabinet. They are spray bottle holders by Command. You know how Command makes the Command strips and the Command hooks? They also make these spray bottle holders. I have only ever seen them on Amazon. And then this little thing down at the bottom that you can see holds sponges and things. It's a clear caddy. And so the caddy is also on Amazon. It's actually sold, I think, for office use, but I put them on both sides of my cabinet. You can barely see the one on the right there. It's got like, Charlie, stop. It's got a yellow sponge in it on the other door. But then I had a third caddy, and I put this one underneath my bathroom cabinet. And so, as you can see, I have a ton of hair products. And so the ones that I use most frequently, I put in the caddy on the door so that I just have to swing the door open and grab it. I don't have to like dig around and get the one that I need. So if you want those spray bottle holder organizer thingies that they hook on, grab those on Amazon. Or if you want the clear caddies, they have different sizes. The ones I have are the large size. So you can grab those on Amazon and organize your own cabinets. Melissa says, I have my Ziploc in a clear caddy. Awesome. I have all my Ziploc baggies in a drawer, and I need to create some kind of organizer with that. I've seen people with the Glowforge do that, but I have a very skinny drawer. A very skinny drawer, and so I was afraid maybe it wouldn't fit. Okay, no, that was actually items 3 and 4. Number 5. I'm gonna have to ask my assistant Charlie to come over here for this one. Charlie, you gonna come show off your hair? Yeah. Come on this other side. That way you can use the stool. So we curled her hair last night with a new thing. Check these out. Look at these curls. What I did was I pulled her hair into 2, what do you call them? Pigtails? Pigtails, puppy dog ears, whatever, because I was afraid it would hurt her hair. So we did pigtails on each side of her head.
But it did hurt.
And we put these curlers in. What are you doing with your tongue? Hang on. I'm going to get them out of the bag.
I'm going to show them.
And I wish we hadn't done the pigtails because that just made the curls further down. Like this area is kind of straight right here, right? And the curl starts further down. Can you turn around and show them the back of your hair so they can really see all the curls?
I want to show them.
We'll show them these in a second. Put them back. Honey, have any of you guys tried these? No, turn around. Like, turn your back. Hey, listen, look at me. I'm telling you to do something. Turn around and show them the back of your hair. Let me see. Well, look this way. Just look. If you want to be on my Facebook Live, you're going to have to cooperate. Now, look at those beautiful curls. They're so pretty. And they were 0 heat. Somebody said, hello, Charlie. They said, your hair is beautiful. Stephanie says, she's precious. Would you guys like for me to demonstrate real quick how this works? Hang on. Let me do some explaining first. So these things come in 2 different styles. This is the spiral style. And then there's also one that's a wave. That's more just a wave, okay? I think I'm going to actually send these back. Hear me out. It's not because they didn't work. It's because I ordered the wrong size. So these actually stretch out to 22 inches. If they're completely straight, that's 22 inches. That's way too long, for her hair. And they have different lengths. They have some that are as small as 9 inches. I think they have 11 inches, 17, and 22. I'm about to send you out of here. If you want to stay in here, you've got to stop that. So these were actually a little too long for her hair. Stand up, please. Let me measure your hair real quick. So we'll take a section right here. Let's see. I need a ruler. Anyway, let me stretch this out.
I lost a tooth.
You lost a tooth. I think we probably could have got away with this 17
I
inch.
lost a tooth.
You did lose a tooth yesterday.
On the tooth and the top.
I think I probably could have got away with the 17-inch size instead of the 22. And the only reason why, please stop. The only reason why the bigger size is a problem is just because she sleeps on these at night. So you put them in when their hair is wet. Can I use this to show them how it works? We're going to show them. Stop. So you put this in here. You slide it up. Set that down. Let me find a piece. We're just going to demonstrate. We're not going to mess up your curls. Hold still. Let me get a little section. You're supposed to get about a 1-inch section of hair, and it's supposed to be damp, which right now her hair is not damp. We're just demonstrating how to put it in. There's a little hook on the end. Guys, we did her entire head last night in under like 10 minutes. There's also tutorials for this on YouTube. So if you want to just go watch YouTube videos before you buy these, just go look up the spiral curls. So we're going to put her hair inside that little hook.
No.
Hold still. No. And then please get over here so that they can see. It's not hurting. You're pulling. Story of our life. So there's like a little rubber thing on the end of this, right? Right here. Stop, please. You're going to slip it over that. And see, now part of her hair's in there. You pull.
I don't like it.
Ta-da!
I don't like it.
You only don't like it because now it's not, but she didn't complain like this last night when we were putting them in. She was excited. Now to pull them out, it works best if you start to straighten it out and then pull. Because if you pull while it's still tightly curled, it just pulls her hair. All right, I'm done. You can go now. Nope, you can't have this. It's not to play because you'll break it. And I got to send it back to Amazon. Go play. Making my blood pressure rise. Donna says you're a cutie. We're on summer break, so we've had a lot of each other the last few days. No, go play in your room. Ruth says just cut them and make two. No, you can't do that because the rubber tip on the ends, let me show you. On the ends, it has this little rubber tip that kind of like cinches it shut. And so you have to open that up like a mouth, like squeeze it and open it to put the hair in. And then that seals it up. So I don't know. I think cutting them is going to cause this material to fray and make a big mess. Teresa said, when I was a child, my mom just wrapped my hair with rags. Now they have a kit. Yes, this is so easy. My mom used the old school sponge rollers on my hair that you had to sit there and do your hair like this and then fold the little clip over. And then when you're sleeping at night, those little sponge rollers would like stab you in the head. It was just not comfortable to sleep in. But Charlie, were these comfortable to sleep in? Were they very bad? She's telling me no, but I think that's partly
They were very bad to sleep with. It hurted.
She slept just fine. I think it's because we had them in the pigtails first that it made it more difficult. Next time we're going to do it starting about an inch away from the scalp. That way they've got plenty of room to flip and move around while she sleeps.
And we can, on that time we're going to do it down, not up, not pigtails, not with ponytail, not with anything.
That's what I just said. I need this reminder, Stephanie. Thank you. Let's see. Yes, the old school sponge rollers were the worst. And there were several Sunday mornings before church where my mom would get the hot rollers out and we would do those. And Pat says I hot roll my hair every morning. I just can't master the curling iron. Pat, I learned how to master the curling iron watching the lady who colors my hair use the curling iron on my hair. I didn't know how to do it until I watched her do it. So you can be taught. All right, you guys, that is all the Friday Fab Five items I have for you guys, but I do want to show you the new designs before you go today. So we have all tropical birds going on in the shop. We have this cute little flamingo. We have a toucan. We have a parrot. And another, I guess this is a toucan. Or maybe this is not a toucan. I don't know. It's just a cute tropical whimsical bird. And here's another one, but this one is on a different kind of background. And so we have different styles for you to choose from. They are all half price between now and Sunday in the shop at shopdoorhangers.com. So you can purchase the digital file for those, or you can buy the wooden blank and it will have the lines and everything etched on it so that you don't have to freehand draw anything. You can just start painting when it arrives. So if you want to go and shop those in the shop, you can get them now. And then also, when is the 1st of June? Is that Tuesday? So Tuesday, the new template club designs come out. Charlie, shh. Charlie, stop, please. The new template club designs come out. You can get 20 or more designs for just $35 a month. So if you sign up before Tuesday, is Tuesday the 1st? Let me just verify. Let me look at a calendar and verify. Yes, Tuesday is the 1st. So if you sign up before Tuesday, you get the June bundle. And so you'll get all of the designs we're going to release in the month of June for one low cost. And if you're a Painters Clubhouse member, don't forget to go grab your 20% off coupon from the shop. What's the name of the spiral things? Spiral curlers, I think. So there are so many companies that have knocked these off and created they all look the same. They're all the same. But there are like probably 5 million people on Amazon that are selling these. So they're just look and see, make sure you get the right size for you. This is the longest one, which is like 20 or 22 inches long, which is a little too long. Sandy says, yippee for Template Club. That's awesome. Roxana says Tuesday's her birthday. So it'll be like happy birthday to you when you open your email and see all the new designs. Ava says, where can I buy these? And can I make them bigger and use as yard art? Yes. So if you're wanting to purchase the wood blanks from us, the largest in the blanks we sell is 20 inches. So you can go and grab those at shopdoorhangers.com. If you're wanting to cut your own, just grab the printable template on there. And it comes in 4 different sizes, 6, 8, 12, and 20 inches. And so, of course, you can resize them also if you want to make them even bigger for yourself. Yes, I hope you have a great holiday weekend. Have a wonderful Memorial Day. I almost said Mother's Day. It's not Mother's Day. Penny says, what was the other app? I don't know. You may have to scroll up in the comments to find it. I've already forgotten the name. All right, you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you when I paint live on Tuesday. Bye, y'all.